Good day for crypto, right?
Is it?
Flat day is no day. Flat day is a good day.
That's
Flat
true.
day is good. Flat day is good. Flat day is the best day. Yeah. A lot went on last night. A lot went on in crypto world. We're gonna talk about it today. Do you know?
You know
Oh,
that
what is this? I hope it's not your dinner. Oh, that looks like some sort of loaf bread, like a dense lemon. Yeah, lemon. Lemon's my fave, man. I don't know
Smells
why
like
more
pine
people don't
salt,
love
goes
lemon.
down even better.
Oh man, I love some lemon. Some lemon bundt cake. Have you ever had nothing bundt cake? Is that a thing where you are? Okay. It's like a really dense bundt cake, like those lemon ones, and then they put frosting all over it, but they fill this whole frosting. It's like there's more frosting than cake, which I normally don't love, but the frosting's like really
Have you had
good.
this flavor of this protein?
Yeah.
Latte?
I had that. Yeah.
It's delicious.
It is good. It is good. I like that one. Yeah, it's good. It goes down real smooth, and especially with a lemon bundt cake.
I mean, that's
Especially
not
with
what
a
this
lemon
is.
bundt.
This is just lemon cake. But yeah,
Oh, lemon. Okay.
lemon. Well, no, I think it's called lemon loaf.
Oh yeah, lemon loaf. Yeah, that's good. Oh,
Which still
looks
sound
like
funny.
Who Day 9332's had some nothing bundt cakes in Ohio. It's pretty good, huh? Yeah.
All the sugar in the morning's gonna get me rich, and probably my teeth fall out.
I gotta explain something really quickly. Let me pull this up. This is just for the whole crowd. I'm gonna get it pulled up and then I'm gonna share my screen because it's important. We've went over this before, but sometimes I forget things just like everybody forgets things. So we all forget things. Let me see. Stake Ethereum. Oh, there it is right there. Got it. Boom. Perfect. Oh, that doesn't show it very well. 1 day chart. That's better. Wait, no, it isn't. What is going on? Oh, there we go.
What are we trying to expose?
I'm trying to explain what a liquid staking token is. Okay, here we go. So let's go ahead and share my screen, Aruski. It seems to be very negligible, but you can see it very close. It's not negligible, actually. So this is Wrapped Stake Ethereum versus Ethereum. So when you have a liquid staking token, a couple of people have asked me, hey, how do I stake my ETH? How do I see the rewards? And a couple of times Nick and I have talked about just put your Ethereum into Wrapped Stake Ethereum. And then I had a question yesterday, which I think is a valid question, or a couple of days ago. Where do I see my rewards? They're not like showing up anywhere. I don't see the interest yield or anything. So if you lend your money, usually you'll see the accrued balance. It'll show up in addition to your staked amount. So if you lend USDC, or for example, if you go over to Coinbase and you put your USDC there, every week or so, I get like a little thing saying, hey, we got you $1.12 in USDC rewards. And then I see that $1.12 show up in my account. When you have a liquid staking token like Wrapped Stake Ethereum, it doesn't work that way. The actual accrued staking rewards accrue inside the token itself. So if we look at the two charts here, I know it's going to be really hard. The blue line is Wrapped Stake Ethereum, and the other line that's all kinds of colors is just regular Ethereum. So since November, this will help explain it the best. So since October of 23, so basically October, November 24, basically 2 years ago, we're starting on this chart, to now, Ethereum's up 102%. But the Wrapped Staked Ethereum is up 115%. So a difference of 13%. So if you would have just put your ETH into Wrapped Staked Ethereum, you can see that it grew at a faster rate than ETH at an average amount of about a 3.2% compounded per year. And so that's how your money grows when you're in a liquid staking token. You don't actually see the rewards accrue anywhere, but it's accruing inside the token. So it's going to go up at a faster rate. We can also see that similarly. So for example, when Wrapped Staked Ethereum started, I think I don't know if it just started tracking it in October 2023 or if that's when it actually started, but we can look at the difference in price. So let's go ahead and I'm going to remove this. So let's take off that. So ETH is $3,117. In October of 23, it was $2,270. Now, if we just go look up wrapped stake Ethereum, okay, we go down to the Lido coin, it is actually $3,817. So it's worth more. But if you would have bought it back in October 2023, it would have been the same price as ETH. So you can see it's increased more in value over the same period of time. Okay, I know that's a long-winded explanation for liquid staking tokens, but I think it's necessary to understand. You don't need to do anything. You don't need to collect rewards anywhere. The token itself just grows faster than the native token at the accruing interest rate. So they stake all the ETH for you. You get the 3%. Bam, and it's just wrapped in the token. You don't have to do anything. So that's why it's kind of the best case scenario. So like when we do our wrapped staked Ethereum over a Morpho, you just know it's growing at a rate of 3% faster than Ethereum. So you don't need to do anything with it at all. Like it's easy peasy lemon squeezy. Just like your lemon cake that you're bunching up there. Just like your lemon cake.
Oh, that lemon cake's
the
gone.
Lemons.
It's gone.
Yeah, I figured. You just ate it in front of my face is what you did.
All gone.
Without even passing a morsel my way. Without a morsel.
Well, oh, did I tell you I signed the papers for the car? They did the deal.
Okay, so they came back and the dealer approved it. Nice.
Well, it had to go the dealer, then the regional guy, then the Ferrari North America guy, then a guy in Italy, then back to the owner of the dealership in Rancho Mirage.
Oh my gosh. Hey, if they don't pass emissions though, they got a deal. You know what I'm saying?
That was costly for them.
Smog testing error 101.
That was a $200,000. That was a $200,000 smog test.
See, had they sold the car in Idaho, they wouldn't have had that problem. No smog test.
But then you can't really drive it anywhere else, can you?
Oh, not in 3 feet of snow.
Yeah,
you don't have Ferraris
anyway.
in Idaho. You don't have Ferrari, so they know. You have to pass smog.
God, that just sounds. Everything about that sounds awful.
It's 20 degrees right now, Nick. Tell me more about awful.
It's gonna be 65 here.
Let's move on. So the market this morning did some upsy downsies, right? So they had the big reason obviously is there's a couple different reasons. Oh my gosh, we had jobs report. Did you see the jobs numbers?
Yeah, they did some revising.
So I think I have this chart. I'm not sure. Let's see if I have the chart pulled up. I do. This is the revising chart. So this is starting right here is 2025, January 2025. How many months out of 12 do you think they revised numbers down substantially? Out of 12?
10?
12. Nick,
12.
100%. 100%. There you go. Okay, let's say you take a test. Multiple choice. How can you be wrong 100% of the answers? So
it's hard. You have to look at it.
The government was, oh my gosh, I can't even explain how stupid this is, or how illogical, corrupt, disorienting, market manipulating this is. I can't even explain how silly this is. If you're trying to strategize or make financial decisions or base anything off of the numbers that they give you, and 100% of them are wrong.
Well,
100%.
But I think at this point everybody knows they're always wrong. It's just that you don't know by how much they're wrong.
Oh, some months were bad.
I think they revised. Didn't they revise? They revised down October and November, and I think they revised October down another
double,
70,000 or something.
Yeah, 70. Yeah, exactly, 70,000 down.
So it's like negative 178,000.
Yeah, crazy.
And then December came in. They thought it was going to be 75. It came in at 50, and of course that's going to get revised down to 30 or 20.
Yep. Brutal. Ugh. And then you had the unemployment rate. So yeah, the unemployment rate came in lower than expected, actually.
Well, yeah, but I think there's some reasons behind that too.
Oh, I know. It's like, so now there's, yeah.
Because of all the people that fell off the insurance rolls. Because the other number I think is it's down a little bit, but it's like 8.4%. That's like the with the discouraged workers and all that. 8.4%.
Jeez.
That's a lot. That is a high unemployment rate.
So you got 10 homies, one of your homies is not employed.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's brutal, man. And that's actively looking for work. That doesn't count all the people that don't want to be employed. Yeah, that's brutal. So the market took a little bit of a hit when that came out. Well, the crypto market took a little bit of a dump when those numbers came out. And
which is silly because these numbers they're not conclusive in any direction.
No, and it basically put the chance of a rate cut next week at 100% zero chance, right? Or a 0% chance of a rate cut.
I don't think so because this information this information's murky. Like it doesn't matter what the rate is if jobs keep going, if there's less and less jobs, less and less hiring. Like the JOLTS numbers were terrible. So I still think in total, I don't think the reason I think they probably won't do a cut is because I think they'll say, let's just pause for a second and see if anything we did makes a difference. And they'll get these bad numbers and they'll get January bad numbers, and then they'll have to cut again at their next meeting.
Yeah.
But Steve Mirren came out on CNBC and he said he thinks the Fed needs to cut at least 100 points this year.
Jeez.
He said minimum.
Jeez.
Yeah. So
I think January is going to be no cut though. I think maybe for the reason that you said, for sure. Like no cut in January. They're going to wait.
I don't think it's a guaranteed. I don't think it's a guaranteed no cut like everyone else thinks. Because they thought the same thing for December and they thought the same thing for October, and they've always, every time going into the meeting, it's no. Because they listen to a couple of these clowns talk, or they'll listen to Jerome Powell talk. But even now, Jerome Powell, the last thing he said was he was talking about how bad the housing market is and how their tools are ineffectual.
Yeah.
The Fed doesn't have the tools of interest rates to affect the housing market. Yeah, really? Because he says it's a supply problem. There's not enough homes. But there's supply because the supply problem is because people aren't selling and people aren't buying because they're stuck. You're not going to go into it. You're not going to sell your home that you got a loan at 2.3% and go out and buy one at 7.5%. Not going to happen.
Nope. Which you saw what Trump tried to do yesterday to fix that.
No.
So he came out, he's pissed about the housing market too. He knows that they're not fixing it quick enough. So he says they're going to buy $200 billion in mortgage bonds, which actually isn't a ton if you think about it. So during 2008 and 2009, they bought trillions of dollars to be able to help get these mortgage rates down. This at the margin, I think, will help a little bit, but it's like such a little amount. But this is him trying to make some moves to help get dude, he's pissed. And he also said that they are going to, what was it? Blackstone. He's going to block them from buying any more houses.
Oh, basically. You mean BlackRock?
No, not BlackRock.
Wait.
Black, isn't it? I thought it was Blackstone.
What's Blackstone? Maybe I'm confused the two.
Yeah, I know. Hold on. Let's see. Blocks.
So it's not the same company.
Right, not the same company.
Okay.
Buying who buys all that housing? Oh my gosh. It's not BlackRock. Ban Wall Street from buying houses. It is Blackstone. Yeah, Blackstone, which is So they're the ones that buy all the houses up, and then they bulk rent them out and stuff. So individuals can't buy the houses. So he's going to start putting something in place to help block. He's like, these corporations don't live in houses. People need to live in houses and all this kind of stuff. So
You know what?
he's trying to make his own moves.
If a corporation wants to buy my house and then let me rent it, deal.
Well, here's the thing. I think you
Yeah.
got to let free market happen, right?
They want to go up. If people are willing to sell them houses and people are willing to rent those houses, deal.
Deal.
What's the problem?
Deal.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
I know.
I don't think that's a thing the government should
That's-
step into.
Government should not intervene. Like, there should be free markets. Free markets all around. That's what
Oh,
it
the
should
little
be.
fat kid bought all the Nintendo games. No one has any. No one wants
Yeah.
to play with that little booger
Yeah.
anyway. Yeah.
That's right. So we have that yesterday, and then the last thing that happened, or was supposed to happen today, was the Senate was supposed to do a big vote on Trump's tariffs this morning at 10 a.m. Eastern. So that'd be 7 a.m. your time.
That would have already happened.
Yeah, so they decided not to vote, obviously. And
They
the
just had
market,
a
the
no
crypto
vote?
market, yeah, they decided we're going to wait. Because, I mean, this is bad. So what this means is Trump's tariffs are unconstitutional. It's going to be the rule. So right now it's favored that they're going to vote not in favor of Trump's tariffs. So he's going to have to reverse vote.
Okay. The Supreme Court was gonna rule on it, but they pushed the decision.
Yeah, they pushed the decision. Yeah. But now they don't know when they're going to make a decision. So the funny thing is, this is two different bets. So the Supreme Court is going to not rule in favor of Trump's tariffs, meaning they're going to revert him. But then there's another bet that says, will the court force Trump to refund tariffs? And that's only 24%. So even if they reverse his thing, they're not going to force him to pay the tariffs back.
But they
It's kind
didn't.
of
But they didn't rule, so it doesn't matter yet.
They did not rule. So it doesn't matter. The market went up.
They didn't pass down a ruling.
Because, yeah, I mean, everybody was scared they were going to pass down a ruling that was going to be negative. And the funny thing is, last April, we dumped hard because of tariffs. Now we're dumping because people are scared they're going to take the tariffs away. Just pure case of the market doesn't know what it wants, I guess.
Well, it's just again, it's a fickle, panic, low intellect market.
Yeah, which is crazy. So on that news, Bitcoin jumped 3%, liquidated about $200 million in longs, obviously, in a matter of like 10 minutes. Or shorts, yeah. So in shorts, yep, exactly. In shorts, and now the market's just going to bounce around sideways for the next 48 years, and we're going to call it a day. So and we'll talk about this behind the wall, but I think we're still in a good spot for Bitcoin, but I'll get to that in a bit. The other thing that I did see, they released hey, what kind of water heater do you have? Do you have a ASIC water heater, the one that mines Bitcoin?
I think I have a normal one.
Oh, you have a normal one? Ah, noob. Come on, get an ASIC one. They released
That
a water
looks
heater
like some
yesterday.
absolutely wasteful crap right there.
Yeah. This is, you know what this reminds me of? Shoot, where is it?
The
Where is it?
Hyper AI box.
Yeah, okay, you nailed it. Yeah, I was gonna find it, but yeah, anyway. No offense, but hey, anyway.
Yeah, that was that was crap. That was
That's what it reminds me. That's what it reminds me of.
So this is just a couple of mining rigs inside a metal body that just puts off heat because they're so damn hot.
Yeah, I guess, whatever.
It puts off heat and doesn't give you
The thing is, it's going to be just good enough to net your water bill. I don't even know if that's worth it. That seems like a lot of hassle.
Well, you know what? If it is a break even and it heats the house.
Well, I mean, it heats the water.
Oh, so it doesn't really
Free
heat
water.
The house. Just
It
heats
doesn't heat
water.
the house. I'm sure you could do something to heat the
It
house.
ain't gonna heat
too.
the water
Like,
at my house.
Get like a hydronic heating system or something like that.
I mean, if it
I use
really
an-
breaks, if it really does break even,
Supposedly.
it would be cool. The problem is the rigs you have in there are going to be, by the time that thing gets delivered to your house, it's outdated. Yeah. So you've already reached that the kind of cycle where you're supposed to roll over all your miners and buy new miners. God, I remember being involved in all that crap, and it was like by the time you got them shipped, you were already ordering your next batch. I'm like, man, Bitmain is a scam. And they were actively mining against people with their new rigs. Bitmain was a scam.
Yeah, I kind of remember that. I think they did somewhat of a partial documentary on that. Also, Chris, this is kind of silly, but I'll explain this to you behind the wall. Oh my gosh, there's just two more. Oh, so the next thing, I'm not going to do that. So the Senate Banking Committee is going to vote on crypto market structure bill on January 15th. This is the big bill they're voting on. This is the Clarity Act. So I'm going to read through this because this is kind of important, actually. So the Clarity Act is a market structure bill focused on one thing: stopping manipulation and bringing real transparency to crypto markets. So what it's going to do, it's going to ban wash trading and fake volume. We'll see. Criminalize spoofing and front running, gives regulators real-time tools to monitor market abuse, even though requires proof of reserves and regular audits for U.S. exchanges, which I do love. So
does this mean like Jane Street and those scumbags won't be able to pull their crap anymore?
Yes, all of that. So that's why this is what's going to lead me to some discussion behind the wall. But I do believe that could be why they were so in a hurry to do all that stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because they know once this is passed, they can't do that anymore. But it's legal now, kind of. It basically is. Because if it can't, a law is only a law if it can be regulated and controlled. Otherwise, it's not really a law, right? So this will help stop that stuff. So if it is passed, anyway. So why is this act so important? Look at what happened on October 10th. That day, the crypto market saw $100 billion in real liquidations, which is insane. It's probably more than that. To this day, we don't know what happened. Actually, we kind of do. There was no clear report, transparency, or accountability, which is true because nobody 100% knows what happened, and we should. Since then, market crypto has behaved very weirdly. It really has. Almost every asset class outside crypto has made new highs. But crypto, every pump gets fully sold. Good news leads to dumps. Bad news leads to even sharper dumps. It's not normal price action. This is exactly what the Clarity Act targets. If rules for this are in place, then large liquidations can't happen quietly. They have to be like basically transparentized. Right now, institutions mostly hold Bitcoin only. They avoid altcoins because the rules are unclear. If the Clarity Act passes regulatory risk, it will drop institutions with institutions will start allocating to altcoins as well, which could bring massive liquidity. This is why January 15th matters. I don't know what the vote's looking like on this, actually. Is it expected to pass? Let's see if there's any vote on it. Clarity Act signed into law in 2020. There's not even like a polymarket thing on it. Clarity vote.
Did you see that there was some guy that came out and bet just randomly, by the way, just bet about Maduro being captured last week?
Yeah, so that was interesting. So that was, and then that was a new. So that was a brand new wallet, and he actually wrote an AI agent script, which is kind of cool. So he took and he created this agentic script that was able to track the amount of pizzas going to the Pentagon during a period of time. But in addition to that, he had inside information because there's no way that alone could have made him think Maduro exactly. Yeah. Like this, there's always a lot of pizzas going to the Pentagon during something happening.
It could have been Mexican border. It could have been the Ukraine conflict.
The Iranian, the Ukraine, anything. This guy,
so he made his little AI thing as a way to stay out of prison, is what he did.
But exactly. But the flip side of that is somebody took the other side of those bets for him to be able to make that money.
Well, yeah, because if someone randomly says tomorrow, hey, guess what, Brandon, they're gonna revive George Bush Sr. and turn him into a Terminator tomorrow at 6:13 p.m. You'd be like, F you. I'll take that all day.
10%. And then I'll take 10%.
At 6:12, George Bush T7000 pop. You're like, come on, bro.
Yeah.
Palantir comes out with some ad. We can revive the dead. Oh, dude, what a scam.
Yeah. Crazy.
If you could revive the dead, would you do that?
I don't know.
You
I
didn't
don't know
say
about
no
that.
immediately.
I know. I'm just trying to think of who I'd, just certain. Yeah, maybe. Wait, all
It'd
the
be
Dems
cool.
voted against it? That just figures. Why wouldn't they? They're full of fraud. Those freaking fraudsters.
Yeah, it's
I
funny.
believe
Why
it.
would the Democrats vote against a bill that provides market clarity?
I mean, that makes so much sense.
That's just Elizabeth Warren and all the scumbaggery. Isn't she not running for re-election?
Oh, I believe it. Pocahontas made enough money to last a lifetime. Why would she?
Well, I know that she didn't make the kind of money that Pelosi made,
No, she ain't on that table.
but I think she
got on
did
the
make
wrong
$20
table.
million.
Gosh dang.
Those
That's,
people are crooked. They are all so crooked, and they have the audacity to sit out there. There's a few that I like guy Howley or whatever. Dude, he gets on them. He goes after these people, all of them. And then someone else will chime in when he'll be like, going after the CEO of Boeing and shutting that dude down and saying you made this much money, but you're crashing planes and your average, you get 570 times per hour your average employer. And then some other senator will be like, yeah, he goes, you shut up, you can't talk, you're just as bad. Like, oh, like he will cut you down.
yeah.
But I don't understand the Democrats. They don't like crypto. Okay. You don't like electronics. You don't like, you have a problem with electrons. I don't like electrons. I like I like a proton and a neutron, but electrons, no. Okay. All right. So you don't like that because what? Fraud, you say fraud, corruption, pornography. Okay. So then when you have something that stops fraud, corruption, pornography, you don't like that either? No. I don't want this market that I don't like to be more legitimate. Oh, why? Because it legitimizes it? I need to go do some insider trading. I'm going to be busy all day. Okay, Elizabeth. They're all so sketchy. Well, listen, no one is surprised that Nancy Pelosi or anybody, even with the P in their last name, might be sketchy, because she's the dirtiest politician we have ever had as far as financial kind of quasi crime. She is, because she's made more money than anyone else. She is the dirtiest. Imagine that. Imagine you get to be the dirtiest U.S. politician in history that never got indicted. That's pretty cool. And she probably sleeps just fine. Close her eyes at night on her big silk pillow, knowing that it's all stolen money. Stolen. 100% stolen money. And I assure you, she has, because we all know people, they rationalize really bad behavior. They don't have the ability to kind of like look from someone else's perspective. I'll bet you, in her mind, if you put her on a polygraph, she doesn't think she did anything wrong. She would nail a polygraph, all green. I don't believe, I think she has spent a lifetime of rationalizing and justifying crooked behavior. And she's okay. She's like, no, I didn't break the law. I didn't get indicted. If I'd have broken the law, I'd have been indicted. These are the rules. If you don't like them, change them. So I'm sure she feels completely justified. And the same thing with Elizabeth Warren's and all. It's not just women. There's there's more male crooks than women, right? Like, so with all of these scummy politicians, they've built a life where they can rationalize and justify fraud, just grand scale fraud all the time. Oh, interestingly, you know that ICE shooting of the lady that was just, she's just crossing the street in her car and she just got shot. It was no big deal.
Oh, I've had to block all that stuff. I mean,
Yeah.
I saw enough of it. I can talk about it if you need to, but
It's
I
a
don't.
mess. But
Yeah.
I did see some other angles of that video, and I think if I was that dude, I probably would have shot at them too.
Well, you know that dude 3 months ago got dragged for 30 feet by a car that charged him, and he got his leg all bent up. He's all, shows him in the hospital, all like really out of commission and stuff. So you would have PTSD as well, right?
Well, it's not. I don't think it's PTSD. That the way, at least the video I saw, it sure looked like the chick was
She was
trying
trying
to
to
mow
ram
them
him.
down.
Yeah, I mean, I saw those same
or
angles.
kind of like do one of those things where you like make someone think you're going to hit them. But dude, if you have
Oh,
a
yeah.
federal agent doing federal agent stuff and you make believe you're going to hit him, your motherfucking ass is getting shot. Period. Dude, I was with a guy one time. I was with a federal agent who's a buddy of mine. Then he worked for the DOD, and then now he's just kind of doing his own thing. He trains attack dogs, like those Malinois, those badass ones. But anyway, we were going to eat dinner, and he had his fanny pack and he had his weapon because he was doing. He worked in the narco division of the Treasury Department for CID, which is their criminal investigation division of the IRS. It's under the Treasury, right? So it's kind of like they're the criminal investigators of the IRS, but they go after drug traffickers and all that kind of stuff. And he was in Texas doing drug trafficking, like investigation. So active, right? And we were walking and some cop, like an Addison cop, got on his microphone. He's like, what's in the fanny pack? And this guy who's a federal agent, he had his sunglasses on, all this. He just looked up, he said, none of your effing business. Like we were just walking. I was like, oh man, we're gonna get in trouble. He goes, we're not getting in trouble. He's like, my badge is bigger than his badge. And that's it. They never said anything. I was like, and my buddy always told me, he goes, when you're looking at this situation, like as a federal agent, it's either shootable or not shootable. And then once you decide shootable, it's maximum violence instantly. You can't kind of shoot your way out of a gunfight. It's shootable or not shootable. And if the answer is shootable, it's maximum violence instantly. That's why you got a gun, dude. So anyway, just saying, I wasn't in the car and I wasn't on the street. But just a completely uninvolved person watching the videos, I had a shot or two. So don't give me. So I guess maybe the answer is don't give me a badge and a gun, because you're gonna get locked. You play chicken with me, shot, dead.
Yeah.
You yell at me from across the park, dead. If I'm serving a warrant, someone jumps out of a closet, oh, for sure, dead. Anybody else in the closet, dead. Dead.
Yeah.
These dudes are gunslingers, man. If you get in the way because you're all woke, you're gonna socially signal them, you're dead. Like, dude, let me tell you how good we got it here. When I lived in Spain, the federales, there was two police forces. There's the local state police, and then the federales. State police wore green, kind of tucked them in. The federales wore blue, never tucked their stuff in. They were just all lazy and stuff, beards, and that's not counting the local cops. So there's like, and you know what they do? If you get out of line, they beat you up. They beat your ass. Ain't no one to go to. If you go run to the state police because the federales beat your ass, guess what the state police are going to do? They're going to beat your ass. They're going to be like your mom did. Like, she must have had a reason, right? Like, dude, man, we have it so good here. The kind of crap people pull here where they're like, getting up in the face of the cops, throwing rocks at them at these little get-togethers. Man, you dudes would all be gunned down in any other country. They would give you the water hose, and those water hoses are for real. They will water hose you. They will wash you.
I've seen those.
Dude, It is like getting hit by a linebacker and just carried all the way to the finish line. Like, God, people have it good. Anyway, all right. Yep.
Okay. With Okay, so I just did some little bit more. Let's go behind the wall, but a little bit more Clarity Act stuff because I just want to show this because there were some things mentioned. So this is the House. The House vote was actually not all the Democrats voted against it. Just so you know. So I kind of forgot. This happened in 2025, if you remember. So the House voted on this. Now, to be more specific, next week is the Senate Banking Committee. They're going to do a vote on some changes that were made to the Clarity Act. Once that they expect that to pass. Once that passes, that's going to go to the Senate. That then needs to get voted on with all the changes, all the markup changes, and then it has to go back to the House for a final vote, and then to Trump's desk. So there's a few more votes yet, but I think it's going down the right path. But I also still think this is why we're having the hurry up and manipulate before this passes, because I think it has a decent chance of passing because the makeup of the Senate, we have 53, it needs 60 votes. All we need is, there's 2 independents, so that's 55. Maybe let's just say they caucus with the demos. So 53, so we need 7 votes. I think we can get 7 votes, but
we can get 7. We can get a 7.
I think we get 7. Yeah, 7. Yeah, we can get 7. So anyway, let's go behind the wall.
Let's go behind the wall. Let's do some fun behind the wall stuff. Bam.
Yeah.
We're gonna get to the guts of it. Wait, let me tell. I gotta get my right little thing. Hold on. Wait.
Going behind the proverbial wall now to continue the broadcast privately for the digital investors and digital private clients. If you'd like to join us, simply go to nickblacknext.com and subscribe to one of our plans and immediately take advantage of our library of tools, tactics, and information. It's all designed to help you learn, grow, and manage your portfolio like a pro. Join us now.